Hello everybody, my name's DJGT and welcome to the Deathstar podcast. I am joined by Grypho.
What is up?
This podcast's point is to
Discuss the issues and some strong opinions there might be under the surface about YouTuber and Cmod community, especially Stavasapi community.
Exactly. Now, one of the first topics that we will be talking about today is how YouTube is going to be viewing the Star Wars RP community. Now, the highest Star Wars RP remote YouTuber who pretty much goes on Star Wars RP.
Okay, I'm quite pissed off that there's this beginning trolling channels who like copy their entire concept from like Pixel Cat. They use the same music. They use the same laughing style. They use the same almost everything. And I don't know if you are not like, if you are trying to be like him, then like, what's the point? Like,
it doesn't show personality with the channel at all. It just means that you're pretty much a shitter version of Pixel Cat Gamer. You have the inability to actually show that a specific situation is humorous. And it shows that you're not creative enough to be able to actually physically make your own content, or just cannot be bothered.
Exactly.
It just shows that you're fucking shoddy.
I mean, okay, I like trolling. I love to watch, for example, Elite Lupus or Lost in Place. But like, I won't name any channel names, but there's like quite many of these channels who like they are just, I don't know, like they are just too much copying shit and not like showing off their personality, what YouTubers should do. And also, there is also one issue I want to talk about a bit later on. But now I would like to talk about Stavasapi community. Why I think it's very unique and very separate from other communities in Cmod is because in Stavasapi you are forced to do social interactions, and like that is like what most game modes don't have. Like you have to go through the training, and you have to interact with people. Like if you don't socially interact with anyone, then you don't like get trained. You don't get anything. You can't play the game. You can't be
with Gmod. Like with just any specific gaming community, like Battlefield's cancer, Call of Duty's cancer. You have all these fucking 11-year-olds. Buggering around doing like trick shots and shit. But with the Gmod community, specifically the Star Wars RP community, it's very, very close knit because you can't really take the piss out of anybody there. Because realistically, if you think about it, you are in one of the most elite possible communities. It's people who know a ridiculous amount to a moderate amount about Star Wars and just general RP in just general. You have to be very connected within the community in order to get anywhere. You properly have to socially react. You have to learn.
I think
that is very adapt.
That is very, very genius. Whoever made Star Wars RP, because, for example, if I do like review on Dark RP, that gets like very, very, very low views. But if I do on Star Wars RP, people love to watch that shit and fight that.
It's because myself and your channel, we would not be here if it was not for the Star Wars RP community. The Star Wars RP community is incredible, but we do have the dark side of the Star Wars RP community. Like, it's like with memes. You have the really good ones. You have the really spicy, edgy memes. But then you have the fucking horrendous ones who take the piss out of everything and just do not give a shit. This is what we need to take out the Star Wars RP community.
I think like when there's a lot of YouTubers like complaining that they get like banned already from the servers, like I think that's because some of the trolling YouTubers have caused a bad reputation. Probably they have caused it by themselves, or only someone else caused them. Like why like people like just permaban trolling people, even if they do nothing, is because they have made themselves a malicious trolling personality. Okay,
that's what's wrong with normal like YouTubers. Like the people who are doing like trolling on Star Wars RP servers, they're going at it with the fucking nuts in their out of their pants, pretty much. They are personally attacking the people involved on the server.
Alright, listen. So there's two kind of trolling. There's malicious trolling. Then there is this kind of friendlier kind of trolling, which is not personal, what Elite Lupus does, for example. And that is why I like his channel, because he came to troll on my server, and I was the admin who dealt with him. But like, I did not ban him or anything, like, because he did not personally, he didn't have anything against me, so he just wanted to do a video. I didn't see an issue with him trolling. Like, he didn't talk with anyone.
That's why the RP community is excellent, because everybody understands this stuff with YouTube. Everybody understands a ridiculous amount about the community, and you can almost write a really psychological paper about how the community reacts to each other. Like, you got the good side, but you've also got the bad side. I have YouTube as a tag in my Steam name. I got instantaneously banned from a Star Wars RP server because they didn't allow trolling or recording or anything like that. And to be honest, if you're going to be doing that just because I got a fucking tag in my name, it's pretty ridiculous, to be honest.
But on the other hand, I don't get banned when the server owner knows I stream. Okay, we got banned once, twice, but like, I don't know, like, if people know I am a YouTuber, they treat me differently than the trolling YouTubers. They don't like freak out or shit. They just like, oh yeah, you're the cool guy who does server reviews. Are you reviewing our server? Stuff like that. Like,
because with you've got the review standpoint. Pretty much, if they ban you or if they fuck around with you, you're gonna review their fucking server, and because they see that you've got you're almost at 500 subscribers now, Grypho. You are going to have a large impact on the community. So, look, I've just seen, I don't know, let's call it Empire Gaming. Oh shit, Grypho gave them a 1 out of 10. It's the most cancerous server ever because he was instantaneously banned. They are afraid of the people who have the momentum in the YouTube community. They are equally as fearful as each other.
But then, what makes them not care about trolling YouTubers? Well, I think this is also a very good thing to bring up, because with most of these trolling channels, the problem is they are not really themselves. Like, they try to like make an expression, like some kind of like impression on people that they are this kind of person and they are always happy and they always like to mess up with things. And when they got into drama or something, then they can't bring it up on their channel because they themselves closed themselves in a cage where they must only do trolling videos. For example, if I get treated very shittily by some server, I can do a video on it, people will watch it and actually like care about the content. But look at like Frisky and Pixel. They made a video where they complain about getting banned. They got like 4 times less views on that video. So I think they have like themselves like prisoned themselves into that cage that they can't easily express their opinion about things. And the personality thing is very important in YouTube. If you are not yourself, then it's very difficult to express your opinion about things.
Yeah, because it's like with let's use Onision as an example here. Onision has 2 or 3 channels. He has a serious channel, a non-serious channel, and then a semi-serious channel. He makes it for himself that on his serious channel, where he is genuinely him, he uploads videos that, you know, it shows him in a bad light, and it kind of damages himself. So if some of these YouTubers were to act as they actually are in real life, or how they normally, you know, interact with other people, they wouldn't have the career that they would, because a lot of the Star Wars RP YouTube community YouTubers, is their personality that makes up the channel. It's not their content. It's the personality and the intelligence and just the general, you know, the feel of the community that actually keeps the channel alive. Because you've got Pixel Cat, He's a very
The thing with Pixel Cat is, I think he's an okay person, but there is something that I did not especially like. Hold on. I think Pixel has a communication issue with the servers he goes on, because when Pixel goes there and I find he doesn't communicate a lot with the people on the server. He communicates a lot with his own crew he is recording with, but not with the people on the server, and that's what gives him kind of bad reputation. Because when people private message me or people talk to me, I always answer them, and like I'm honest with them. But Pixel doesn't communicate much. I think that's an issue. But like,
it's very circle jerky, isn't it? Because like you have like very specific episodes on your channel, they're specifically dedicated to a very specific person on the server that you have visited. Like you have the really cool Admiral, then you have Bunny from Rabbit from fucking Heretic Gaming, and it's a very good community interaction. With Pixel Cat, he just goes, "No, I'm gonna wank into the circle. Come on, guys, let's become bigger. Let's leave everybody behind. Fuck the community. Come on, guys.
Let's roll on this server. Let's like screw it up and like destroy the events and shit, because shit, my fan base wants some trolling, so let's do it." And like, hold on, I'm getting shouting again. Alright, about Pixel, this guy he's promoting Chronic, he calls people faggots and retards, and I think
that's what I find completely unacceptable.
Degree worse than other trollers. If he keeps doing that, he really destroys the reputation
He's going after people
of other trolling.
It's fucking personal as hell. Like the first video that I saw at him at, believe it or not, he's at 38 subscribers, the first video that I saw at him. And I put good video before I watched like halfway through the video. Then I hear the word faggot and
he attacked the admin in his most recent video. Was it Vietnam RP? I don't remember what was it, but it was military RP. He was in this room, and within first 40 seconds, he calls him a faggot,
a retard. He calls the fucking admin.
That admin did his job. When like the admin moved him back to the recruit room, then Chronic like went outside like an asshole, and okay, he's trolling. That's still fine. But then he like called the admin a faggot and stuff because he did his job, attacked him on personal level. I think that's not acceptable. If he does that, if he keeps doing it, he destroys other YouTubers' reputations as well.
Yeah, because it's like just because Chronic does it, it means that because he's got like quite a considerable, fan base, it means that other people are going to think, shit, this guy's a Star Wars RP YouTuber. He must be like ChronicGamer. He's going to go around calling people faggots and making people cry and be upset, and they won't come back to the server. No, sorry, insta ban. It's unacceptable. He has got to stop doing this because it's making us look like fucking shit.
Exactly, and this is, I think he does this because he wants to entertain his viewers, and his viewers absolutely love it when he takes trolling to maximum. But
his fucking viewers must be like the most redneck, bloody, incestuous pieces of shit then, if they think that's hilarious. Because you guys might think I'm taking it a little bit too far, but I'm not. It's absolutely unacceptable. I've had friends in the past that are actually like medically retarded. It is.
I agree at some degree.
That some person uses it either ironically or just generally as an insult. It's fucking unacceptable, man.
Well, yeah. I mean, we agree on many things, but I want this podcast also to be like about disagreeing with each other and fighting, not just like I agree with you. So this episode will be a bit like agreeing because we are bringing up some issues and thoughts that are very common, but they are repressed because nobody brings them up. So, but in the future episodes we will have more disagreeing, a bit of fighting with DJGT, so don't worry. But okay, let's continue. So we were at the ChronicGamer.
We just need to fucking kill himself. Like, I'm taking it far, but he's a fucking asshole. Like, legitimately, he might be a nice guy in real life, but going up to some fucking 11-year-old,
I think
which
it's
is a shit server.
Listen, I think
still going up to an 11-year-old.
It's because of the personality he has built himself. I think he is not like that really.
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
But
because if he really is, and he genuinely believes this shit,
the fact that I called him out on Twitter about his recent content, he did not respond to me at all on Twitter. I mean, he might have responded by the time this podcast is out, but he has not responded by this time to me at all. When I called him out for it, he barely has, like, I mean, the thing that he doesn't respond to my criticism, I find very disrespectful.
Yeah.
So I don't regret at all bringing him up in this podcast, because really he's like, if he ignores me, I have to bring it up somehow other way, like this way.
Yeah, because you can't really do that. Like, you have to take fucking criticism once in a while, because if you are legitimately just not going to heed people's advice about what you should be doing, then, you know, you're kind of fucking yourself over. Because, like, if people want to see more stuff, more, you know, better things from you, and they want you to get bigger and bigger and bigger, if you're not going to fucking heed their warnings, you're going to stay exactly where you bloody are, mate, no matter how long you stay on Pixel Cat's dick.
Okay, I mean, this is for Chronic. If you keep doing this, you will get a lot of subscribers, a lot of viewers, but there will be a limit. At some point, you have caged yourself in that personality, and you can't change it easily. Because those viewers who are watching you, they want you to stay the exact same, do exact same content in the future as well. You are growing now. That's a good thing, but you should take in consideration what's going to happen in future. I mean, you are doing unique content. You are doing different kind of trolling than others. But there's a downside to it as well, in my opinion.
Yeah, of course, because you're going to have these other people in the community who don't really want, you know, to hear this fucking awful, horrible, malicious word from you. But I mean, your reply would probably be along the lines of, "Well, I don't care. Fuck you. I'm going to continue with what I want to do, and they don't have to watch my videos, so I'm going to continue doing this." But seriously, Chronic, just fucking grow up. You're a 20-something-year-old person.
I wouldn't care if he was just some random guy trolling, but he has quite a following, so his videos is going to impact the people who are in the video.
He's influencing people, and the bloody, you know, how people are, you know, it's going to change how the community views it. Star Wars RP viewers in general, and it's going to make more people turn more fucking, you know, they're going to make more videos about, you know, Star Wars RP trolling and shit.
Okay, let's take an extreme example. What if PewDiePie went on a random Simon server and called someone faggot and retard? He would have his followers, like, feel the person with death threats who he's attacking. And, like, you know, you have an impact if you have a rather decent following. So you have to consider what you say to people and what kind of behavior you are going to do when you're trolling.
Yeah, of course, because with Chronic, I think what he, like, you know, it's okay to be, like, doing this shit, but you have to be aware of the age of some of the people that you're saying to this, because I've seen some of the people that you've been saying this to. It was like an 11, 12, 13-year-old admin. And you were calling him a cunt, you were calling him a retard, a faggot, and like...
Even if it's entertaining, you are going too far with this thing.
Yeah, there's a cut-off point, and, you know, you're starting to overstep it.
Look at Sutar13, he has done trolling, and, like, he has changed his content. It was difficult, but he managed to do it. He's now making, movies, like just like some Gmod playing, not that much rolling anymore. But
Yeah.
when you have the 100,000 subscribers, how are you going to change your content? Because just tell me, like, you will have to be yourself, like Sutar was in his video.
Yeah.
So
you have to have some integrity, or some sort of you have to have something about you.
Indeed.
So, do you want to speak about servers now, or?
Okay, so I think we are going to cover Werewolf Gaming more specifically later, but Werewolf Gaming, like the Harland, he's actually a very smart guy, because he's making £2,500 every month from his servers, and even if he reduces the server costs, he still makes 2,000. So that is genius, like making your living off Gmod, and not even being a YouTuber, running servers and making
which
more.
Scam people, unfortunately.
And
DDoS
how do you say
and
this?
go out of their way to fuck around with people in general. I dislike Werewolf to the point that
I disagree with the fact you said he's scamming, because I think it's acceptable to make some money with servers.
No, it fucking, excuse me. With scamming, it has a very broad term, but DDoSing can also be under the fold of scamming. We have proof that they have been DDoSing people. You have even said, and you've done interviews in your videos, that they have been DDoSing people.
Indeed,
and the fact
I think that is blackmailing.
Try to deny this shit.
I'm not denying it.
Fucking ridiculous.
I'm not denying, but I'm denying the fact that you say that, like, if you run server and get some money from it, from donations, I don't think that's scamming at all. But if you DDoS people, threaten them, I think that's blackmailing. That's not acceptable. It's illegal. But if you want to make money and you have a good idea, you make Gmod servers, make money off them, keep people satisfied in your community. I don't know. I think that's fine. In my opinion.
Yes, of course. Yeah, but it's a morality thing. It's like you can build up a business and you can do all of this shit, but you can also but there is a way that you can actually do it without fucking DDoSing people and like making other communities you're screwing them over to the point that it's just horrible, because you are making other communities drop. They can't fight against it because you are such a massive amount of people. It's it's a horrible thing, because Werewolf Gaming is a very, very, very big it's a very big organization within Gmod just in general. They have TGT servers, they have Dark RP servers, I think they used to have Nazi RP servers, they still have Star Wars they have 2 Star Wars RP servers, I think Imperial and Clone Wars. I don't understand why they have Imperial, because personally I do dislike Imperial because it's not as
I heard they had some competition and it ended up in DDoSing of some servers, but that's what I heard.
Yeah, that's.
I have definite proof of the DDoS. I have seen it.
Yeah,
myself.
And I think I'm pretty sure Republic Gaming has been DDoSed by them a couple times. Don't get me wrong, I fucking hate Republic Gaming. I was an event manager on there, and I did, I wasn't a shit one or anything. I got kicked out because I'll bring this up in the next podcast, but
I don't know. I think the owner is quite appropriate and nice.
What, the owner of Werewolf, the owner of Republic?
Republic Gaming.
The owner of Republic Gaming is in it for the money. He does not give a shit at all about the community. He doesn't care what his host is, as long as he gets people donating to his server. And anybody who's left Republic Gaming for any reason at all, they've always brung up the fact that Ben, the owner of Republic Gaming, a fucking awful one. He doesn't know how to use. He doesn't know his community. Doesn't know his target audience. Doesn't know how to bring more people in. Doesn't know how to bloody.
I heard about that. I heard
there was good or not.
Some commander issue. Some person got randomly demoted to 0. I had something like that.
No. That was Kingsland. There was this guy called Mr. Aquashark, and he left for 2 days because he had exams and put a leave of absence on the forums. Within less than 3 hours, pretty much, of him putting the leave of absence on, this absolute cunt of a guy called Dangerman promoted, he was a Lance Corporal at the time, to fucking Commander instantaneously. And this is when Mr. Aquashark he'd been doing tryouts, he'd been getting loads of people into the regiment and putting them at, vaguely okay ranks in order so that they'd stay and get more people, getting promoted, getting into the regiment, getting some reason to get back into the regiment. Benjamin just goes, no, I want this guy. Fuck Aqua. And Aqua's never been back there since. And I think it's absolutely highly inappropriate.
As a community, I think it's quite successful fun, and the player base is quite okay.
It makes you scared. Like, if you've tried for most people's minimum time of becoming a commander if they weren't actually part of the development team or friends with an admin, is you have to have in-game time of it ranges from about 4 to 8 days in-game time. But Aqua had been spent 3 weeks in-game time to get to commander. He had a week in-game time added onto it after he became commander, and pretty much
artificially added 1 week time.
Completely out. He 1 week in-game time. So in all, he had about 4 weeks game time, pretty much. And you just start fucking pretty much. He broke down in my TeamSpeak channel, and I've not spoken to Dangerman in a while, and because I tried to stand up for Aqua, I was taken out of my EOD commander position, and the same guy, Dangerman, he said he's the person who took me out of my EOD commander position.
Maybe there was some...
They completely took away the EOD as a result of my protest against Aqua being demoted within 3 hours of being fucking off.
Wait, how are you sure? Maybe it could happen for other reason. Maybe you, I don't know, were inactive or something.
No, there was absolutely no reason. I had 6 weeks in-game time, mate. And I was on every single day, probably 2 or 3 times for about 5 hours. I was very active. I did a tryout pretty much every day. I did every single thing that I possibly could to stay commander as that. But Dangerman just out of the blue came up to me and said, we're getting rid of your regiment. They then went in favour of making a new regiment, the 38th, who was a new EOD. They then someone who was head of staff at the time said, you are guaranteed to become 38th commander. And then a good friend of Dangerman, Mr. fucking Harrison, who needs to really cut his throat open, bias, because he had a bias because he was friends with Dangerman and all, he got somebody else to be commander, even though I was promised it by head of staff and shit, and
I know that
nothing's
happens.
been done about it. It's complete injustice.
That happens usually with these communities, because people can decide who they want as commander if they leave the regiment, they can decide. Sometimes we might feel it's a bit unfair, and it might be unfair, but you can't do anything about it, because it's in the end it's just a game server where some person owns it.
Yeah, but to some people like myself and you, it's what we enjoy doing. Is how we get the ridiculously small amount of YouTube rev. It's much more than a game. We're pretty much
There's also interactions that I talked about earlier are the thing that gives us playing stuff as API, I guess, the social interactions.
Yeah, it's a reason to play, because without this forced interaction, I don't think that
the more people, the funnier it is. because of social interactions. I think Dark RP, you can have less players on Dark RP because it's not as much about social interactions. It is still about social interactions, but not as much. On Sandbox, you can play alone. You don't have to have anyone else because there's no social interaction.
If I'm going to be honest, I dislike Dark RP as a result of the fact that it's so impromptu and you don't have to do... Like, because I originally played Star Wars RP before I did Dark
There's
RP.
no talent in Dark RP, really. Like,
No.
you build a shop.
No, you can pretty much just be on a server for a very specific amount of time, and you can become a specific job. There's no point to it. Whereas with Star Wars RP, your goal is to get to Commander, your goal is to build up the best possible regiment, your goal is to compete with other regiments,
Indeed. The social interactions are the most... Like
with Dark RP, you can pretty much go through the entire time without having to ever speak to anybody. Because it's just pretty much just... A lot of the time, it's get a printer.
And on the Star Wars RP,
running out of a printer,
on the other
become
hand,
a police officer, arrest people with printers. Oh, what a shame! Make drugs, sell drugs, make some more. Get arrested for making drugs. Get arrested for possessing drugs.
Like on Star Wars RP, I think what makes it interesting is that like it's a bit like a mix of like real life interaction and game, because when you like, for example, do such small thing as walk in the ship, and if you don't like say hello to someone who says hello to you, then like that guy might not like you, and if he becomes high rank, he might not give you promotion, for example.
Yeah, he might fuck you over. Like, it's a very small thing, because some people, it's first impressions all over again. Like, you have to be, okay with people at the bottom ranks. Still okay, keep going up. Still have to be good at the top as well, though. Because what you don't realise is you can have all the people at the bottom, they could be saying, oh yeah, this guy's an absolute dick. Let's go report him to an admin. They go into the TeamSpeak. Yeah, hello, head of staff. This guy's an awful commander. He's been really racist and shit, and yeah, can you please demote him?
That is the dimension of social interaction also. The OOC side. Yeah. It affects directly to gameplay. Like, everything affects what you do on Star Wars RP, and I think that's very genius who made the game mode. It's very interesting game mode.
I think the initial Star Wars RP game mode was made in 2005. It was one server initially. Funnily enough, the original server was just called Star Wars Roleplay.
Interesting thing.
Yeah, if you type it into Google, like Star Wars Roleplay. Excuse me. No, fuck off.
I am not much of a Star Wars fan myself, but I just like the social interaction side of this game mode. It's very interesting.
Right, at the end of this, in the new members section, it has 2,800 discussions. So that's 2,800 individual threads. This website has been changed like 7 times, and so like some of the threads have been deleted. This website, the StarWarsRP.com, was developed in 2005 for Gmod very specifically. And the fact that it's still up is just amazing, because it's like a testament to the game mode now. It is 100% the most productive and well-knit, well-done game mode in Gmod. It's the one that gets the most money put into it. It's the most...
It's a big business
pretty much
for many.
The second most played.
Yeah, it's a big business.
Dark RP.
It's a big business for many server owners, the Star Wars RP, because the donation money you get from it is like... you can get hundreds of pounds in 1 month if you do the donation business side correctly in Star Wars RP. So it's a very big business also. It can be. But yeah, I think the Dark RP also, but not as much because it's a bit different game mode.
Man, I don't like Dark RP. It kind of annoys me. Right, okay. Is there anything that you want said that hasn't been said yet?
Not really. But should we wrap up the podcast here?
wrap it up?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. I think this is long enough. It's about 20 minutes at least.
It's 25, 25 or 30.
Yeah, it's about that. Yes, so thank you everybody for watching. I've been DJGT and this has been Bryfo.
Hello, thanks for listening.
And we will see you guys in the next video. Any links that you need are in the description below. See ya.
Bye.
Description below. See ya.
Bye.